guys, this is Wanda, the traveling Dutchie, coming right at you from Costa Rica with today, what is the best place to live in the Central Valley? If you're new to this channel, I'm a Dutch expat. I've been living in Costa Rica for the last 17 years and actually in the Central Valley. And with my channel, I would like to help anybody looking to travel to Costa Rica, live in Costa Rica, and that want to travel and work online. Be sure to subscribe to my video and click that little bell icon so you receive a notification every time I upload a new video. Now let's get into it. What is the best place to live in the Central Valley? Oh my gosh, that is such a difficult question because it completely depends on what your interests are. You know, are you a city person? Do you need to be close to everything? Are you a nature person that, you know, that wants peace and quiet and doesn't mind to be a little bit far away from the actual city? Would you like to be in like a cooler area, a nicer temperature that you're a little bit higher up? Or are you like me, you like the heat? And you pick one of the warmer areas. Other than that, do you need to be close to other expats? You know, like it all depends. Are you going to work from home? What is your situation there? Because obviously if you need to commute to somewhere, then you want to be closer to San Jose. Just so you know, in the 17 years I've lived in Sabana Sur, that is very close to San Jose downtown. And I moved to Romaser, which I really liked because there's a lot of parks there. So for example, if you have animals, it's also important to know where you can actually walk your dog, because I also moved to Santa Ana, and where I lived there was no place to walk my dogs. There were no parks. Luckily, because I own a horse and I ride my horse every day, so I could take my dog there because it's like huge fields and she'll run around. But if you would live in like the part I lived in Santa Ana, then you can't really walk your dogs there. Like you have to walk them on the street. So obviously it's always possible to walk your dog, but you have to walk it on the street, and I prefer my dog to be walked in green. I'm sorry guys, they're actually doing some construction in the back, so sometimes you might hear some construction sounds. I'm sorry. Now I moved to Ciudad Colón. Now this is the first away from San Jose without traffic, but there's always traffic. But let's just say it's about like a 30 to 40 minute drive to San Jose. But I'm actually never inside San Jose downtown, or only if there's like something nice in the theater or this one friend I have living there. But so I am 20 minutes away from Santa Ana, if that helps. Which means that I'm 30 minutes away from Escazu, which means, yeah, San Jose is 40 minutes. All right, not get my timing distance mixed up. So I have friends who live in even further away in Athenas, and I found that to be a super popular area for expats to live for many different reasons. So Athenas is very affordable to live. So whether you buy or you want to rent, super affordable housing. It has the best climate because it's higher up, but it's not too cold, so it's like that spring type of feel. What I like about it too is the location, that even though you're further away from San Jose, you're closer to all the beaches. So you're an hour away from San Jose, but you're super close to the closest beach, or basically anywhere in the direction from the Pacific obviously will be closer to you than if you were to live in Escazu, for example. Athenas is absolutely gorgeous. It's a bit off the beaten track. It's like more authentic, like the real Costa Rica, than, for example, Escazu. Escazu is very built up. When I got here, I was told Escazu is the Beverly Hills of Costa Rica, which I thought was so funny, because Escazu Centro, it's a little rough looking. Escazu has absolutely gorgeous neighborhoods, but it's super expensive. My better half, before we moved in here, he used to live there. He still has a condo there. I have many friends that live in Escazu because that was always the place to be. Then, since that's become so expensive, I've seen a trend of expats actually moving to the other side, to like Barrio Dent, Barrio Amon, in that area. Be careful though, because it close to that area are some areas you do not want to move to. But the whole east side of San Jose is a lot cheaper, so that's something to keep in mind. And then you would still be in the like city. Unlike Athenas, you're obviously not in the city, you're an hour away. So it kind of depends on what feel you'd like. I get the sense that there's more younger people that would move to the east side of San Jose. And yeah, it makes sense, right? Like if you there's a lot more bars and restaurants and everything. And I actually like to visit, personally I like to visit Barrio Escalante, because there's some really nice restaurants that I really like in nice buildings. Whereas in Santa Ana, for example, there's a lot of like malls. So like I don't like the atmosphere of malls, or like these little tiny strip malls. Barrio Escalante is very authentic, which I like, and they have really good restaurants. Yeah, and like I said, more bars in that area. Whereas Escazu and Santa Ana bars too, it's just a different feel. Honestly, the biggest advice I can give you is just come and check it out yourself, right? Like use Airbnb or VRBO and stay in the different areas for a week. I don't know how long you would need to make up your mind to get a good feel for at least, you know, the top 3 picks that you have that you would think would suit your personal needs. So driving is something you want to keep in mind, because in San Jose there's a lot of traffic, so you will be stuck in traffic jams if you need to go to certain places. So obviously keep that in mind when you pick the area that you need to live in. I personally work from home, so like I live further away. So I live in Ciudad Colón, but not really in Ciudad Colón. I'm like in the mountains, and it's sort of like I live on a dirt road, so it's a little bit off the beaten path. So it would be, if I would have to work in San Jose or something like that, it would be too far. But I work from home, so it's no problem. Anyhow, just try it out. It's such a difficult question. I can just share my experience with you, and if you have any questions on me living in Sabana Sur, Roma Sur, Santa Ana, or Ciudad Colón, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer them. All right, be sure to check out my other videos, over 200 different videos on Costa Rica living, Costa Rica traveling. I'll be happy to help. And if you got any value from this video, help me out and give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and comments help the algorithm too to show this video to more people. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Ciao from Costa Rica. Pura vida.